Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I have another one-page wonder, and just for disclaimer, the vellum piece is not part of the one-page wonder. It's just kind of an addition because I know I'll get that. And it's just something fun because I thought it added a little bit of extra to this album. So there's various ways you could do this, and that's what makes this album so much fun. So I have this little side pocket here, and of course, like as we go along, you actually have the option to make it on the top. It's just at the time before I had done this vellum, it's kind of just how I like the look, but otherwise I might have done the pocket on top. You've got the vellum and this pretty just page right here. And when you open it, you have the option for a pocket right there. And over here, I have another pocket right on the top, and I've got this pretty little piece right here. And that's just, you know, like a fun way that you can just add just a little pocket right here, you know, just to make the album a little bit different. But this is just such a simple one-page wonder, and I know you guys are going to enjoy this. All right, so let's start with the cover. I'm going to do the vellum last because I want you guys to see how the album comes out. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with, hold on if I can grab it. So we're going to start with 3 4x12 papers. Now, when you have these 4x12 papers, this is going to be your one sheet total. So this is going to be your 12x12, basically, just broken down into 3 pieces, okay? So for my cover, I really, really love the black color, so I'm going to use this. All right, and okay, I am using double-sided today, but you honestly don't need double-sided. It's fine without it. It's just you might have a little bit of white showing, like maybe right here, and probably like just here, so it's not really a big deal. And you can always just cut something and put it in the back. All right, so our first piece here is going to be at 1/2 inch and 6.5 inches. So I have these like numbered by the page, so I didn't get confused, and so you guys don't get confused. So just for reference, because I want you to understand how this is going to work, our page is going to go like this, okay? So we got our 1/2 inch score here. Is this the right way? Yes. Okay, 1/2 inch and 6.5 inches. And this is so much fun because you're going to see as you go along. I'm sure you're going to get some inspo as I go along and do this. You're just going to see like all the options. So for me, on this portion here, and you're just going to fold that back, by the way. So this is where you'd have the option where you can put your pocket on the top or the side. I obviously did mine on the side, but you could just see how it's going to kind of work out. But I'm just going to wait for that, and we're going to continue to the second page. So this is going to be page 1. Page 2, which is our other 4x12 sheet. I just don't want anyone to get confused. So hold on, where did I put? So again, it's our 4x12 paper, and it's our second sheet. And this one's easy. You can either just fold it in half or score it at the 6 inch mark at the 12 inch score. So I'm going to go ahead and do it right here and just fold it. Okay, so that's our little second piece. So what I'm going to do here is, because I don't want to go along too far, and oh, that jagged stuff is killing me because I needed new razors. So how this is going to work is, hold on, so we don't get confused. I'm going to go ahead and add my little 2-inch punch here and put that there. Okay, so we have that little ledge, and basically we're going to start connecting them. And I don't want you to connect, actually, let's not connect it yet. So I just want to do this in order. So that's going to be page 1, and then page 2. And number 3 is going to be, again, the 4x12 paper right here. And we're going to score it again at 1/2 inch and 6.5 inches. All right, so I want my paper to go like that. So 1/2 inch. Just like the first one, and 6.5 inches. Okay, so now that we have that all done, we do not need the scoreboard anymore. So let's kind of just go here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my page here and I'm going to connect this over here. So we're going to have this, okay? So this is our page 1, this is our page 2, and I'm just going to connect that. So I'm going to glue it on here. Like this. Oops, I don't need to do that. I never do. Okay, and then once you do that, we have this part here. So again, this part is going to be our little envelope part. So what we're gonna do is actually, I would actually right now do your notches. Bandit, no. Right now do your notch right here at the top. I'm just gonna add this right here. And then we have the second page that we need, right? So the second page, I mean, you can leave it like this if you want to add it that way. But this is gonna go in here before we seal it up. So that's kind of how I hid that. But for mine, like I said, if these are the option parts where if you want to leave this page without cutting that pocket, you can do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and just chop it right here and add a pocket. And they're always going to look different. So you see how I have that little piece there, and you can seal it now or whenever you put it on. I guess I'll just seal mine now real quick. Right here. And also right here, what I was going to say is you can also, before you tuck that in, maybe if you want another piece of vellum in your album, you could put vellum in here with it, like make a little score line and do the same thing, kind of how I'm going to do the cover. So obviously now we're going to go ahead and glue this down. But isn't this easy? It's very easy. And we're going to pop that in there. And obviously we're going to have to seal this up. So go ahead and seal this up right here. And this is what I mean with the portion. If you want to add vellum before you seal this up, before you add anything, you could even add another like little window there or whatever it is you want. All right, so you got that pocket here, you have that, and then you have the front. Now, again, this is kind of where, let me fold this down, where if you want, you could even leave it open, and also you could turn your album this way. So originally, I had done, as a practice, I want to show you, as a practice, I had done this, and I did it this way. And then you could do the side pocket. So that's just a sample, but then when I turned it, I was like, I kind of like it that way, and then I ended up doing it. But just, you know, as another option, you have that. So before we go ahead and put that on, I want to do, so this is what it's going to look like basically without the vellum, which is still absolutely gorgeous. I just wanted to soften it a little bit. So I ended up doing a 4x6 piece of vellum, and I'm just going to score the 6-inch portion at a 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to show you how I added mine in, which is basically the way I did the whole album. You're just going to kind of tuck it in there, and you could do that throughout the album. And that's what I meant. Of course, you don't have to do that thumb notch if you're going to do this, but I really wanted to just show you how it looked and then glue it, because obviously you see how that happens. But this was like a last minute add-on that I liked. So I'm going to add that here. And oops, I did not mean to put glue on that. But once you do that, you're going to fold it, and it's going to have that pretty soft cover. And then after that, you can glue it. So again, I did mine on the side. If you want it on the top, just leave the top open. So I'm going to do my little side pocket. And like I said, if I known I had done the vellum, I would have probably done the top pocket. And I think I cut my vellum crooked a little bit, so that is why this is happening, but I can fix that. All right, so it just looks like that, and you have that pretty little cover. But honestly, how easy was that for a one-page wonder with that pretty addition? So right here in this back pocket though, if you want to do that little like pretty vellum touch right here, all I did was add a 1.5 by 6 inch strip. And actually I cut it down even a little, like nudge below the 6 inch mark, because just like, I mean, a little slither, because I didn't want it touching the page. So I did that. And I'm going to add this here. All right, so let's kind of go how I decorated this from the front. So of course I added like just pretty stickers. So this is going to be here. I mean, like I said, the print is absolutely gorgeous. I love this print, but how pretty does it look just softened a little bit? And then I have the little thing right here. Don't know if I'm going to find something that I could replicate like that, but let's see what we got here. I thought I saw something in here that I could use, but maybe not. So I really don't want to cover this up, but basically it's just something like that. But I think I'm just going to leave this because I don't really have one that looks like that, and I don't want to blow it. Okay, and then you've got your little side pocket right here, or if you want to put it in the top. And you could obviously add stuff on this page too. And we've got our little pocket. I love this. This is some great inspo right here. It's like this tiny little memory index thing, but you also have little holes in it, so you could just swing it on one of your planners or something. So I loved these stickers. I don't have any more. As you could see, my stickers are gone. So I'm just going to have to wing it with, I guess, these stickers here, these little stamps, just to kind of keep the theme going. And it just says hope. Or you could add a little tag on the front, which I thought would be pretty too. And I almost did, was, or even something like this. Probably would have added something like that there. But if you want to add maybe even just like a little tag here and clip it on, you could do that. I end up loving to do that in my albums because it just adds a little extra something. And I think this is great because if you have any photos or something on this side, then you can maybe talk about it or whatever memory it was and put it over here. Sorry, kind of running my camera angle this afternoon. And if you want to tuck in all these things in here. And I just added a little die right here, which this album is a bit more mustardy. So I'm just going to use some double-sided foam tape right here and pop that on just right here. And just so you know, there is in fact a pocket right there. So, yep, this is it. This is the one-page wonder. I just think it's really simple. And like I said, you can open, keep it open, unfolded, whatever, however it is that you want to do it. But you could just see the various options you can do. And again, this is a one-page wonder, I promise. It's just a little addition. And I'll probably even write that in the title because I think some people do get mad if I add something and it's not actually a one-page wonder. So anyways, thanks so much, you guys. Hope you have a lovely weekend and enjoy this project.